Here we are at the newly repaved Texas Motor Speedway in the heart of Texas for the running of the Ford 250 in the next race on the Pennzoil Truck Series. Scheduled on the poles, the Ford J.J. Reed, who's outside, the 30 of Bubba Sir. Then 30 of Alex Stewart. Fourth, Xavier Sullivan Jr. Rang at the top 5 is Michael Ferris. Then 6th, you have second in points, Jack Caramamo. Your points leader, 7th, William Seaman. Then 8th, you have Gustavo Rocha. 9th is Racer Rang at the top 10, got Colton Yo. And then for the rest of you, I got Jonathan Buford to his outside, Jeff Moses. Then I got Griffin Lynn and Danny Bright, along with Landon Fenway and Justin Heath. Then Jennifer Buford and Justin Zidell, Cynthia Bright and Riley Sprigly. Then Christian Richardson and Jonathan Rains, along with Trey Rainey and Christian Parker. Then Laura Delano and Code Luigi. Michael Canto and Dylan Mills. Then Greg Lee and Tim Gary. Isaac Nichols and Marcos Yepez. Then James Ryan in third points, Luke Rainey. Rounding up the field on the final row, Keith Stevens starting 35th. And starting 36th here today, Alan Bowman in the number 66 rolling off at the back of the field. J.J. Reed will roll off at the front as we go get the starting command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Take a nice deep breath, buddy. Settle in, relax. Give your seatbelt a slow tug and tug on your steering wheel one more time for me. Good luck, bud. We'll see you at the end of this deal.
Great command of fire engines. The 36 trucks fire up and roll off the starting grid here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Freshly repaved. A lot of unknowns heading into this race. What's the tire wear going to be like? How are these trucks going to handle on this newly repaved surface? Is the inside going to be the dominant lane? Is the outside going to be good? We're about to find out here in 26 laps, and we're going to find out who's going to be the first winner in the Pennzoil Truck Series on this freshly paved surface in Texas. As the pace truck rolls off of turn number 4, we'll head down pit road. 26 laps, as we mentioned. J.J. Reed on the pole. Two's outside of the 30 of Bubba Sir. They come down the front stretch into the quad oval, into the restart zone. Green flag is waving. We're racing at Texas Motor Speedway. They race down the backstretch. Alex Stewart, the big move to the bottom lane. J.J. Reed tried to block it a little bit, but Stewart has the lane down low. He'll grab the race lane 3 and 4 to see the inside rolling well, and Alex Stewart off of 4 trying to hold off Michael Ferris to lead lap 1. They come off of 4. Stewart will do it on the outside. He'll lead lap 1, but Michael Ferris to the bottom lane with a push from points leader William Seaman as they enter turn number 1 for the first time at full speed. Over 180 miles an hour entering turn 1. Ferris slides up the track, Seaman tight down low, trying to take advantage as they're going to be 3 wide down the backstretch, 3 wide further back in the pack as well. And they've gotten a double fouled out for now, just 2 lanes of traffic rolling. As Seaman will grab the race lead, he'll clear off a 4. And that's big, that's 5 points towards the point standings, towards his points lead. Wants to keep it in case he can't win this season. Try and get into the chase off of the point. Here comes Racer in the 5 to the bottom lane as well. Jonathan Buford in the 77 pushing him. Sir gets past him easily as they come off of 2. Seaman really tight up high. Danny Bright now for second. Justin Heath in the 3 behind him. Justin Zidell behind Heath as Danny Bright with a big push to the inside of the 5. As they come off of 4, they're 3 wide further back inside the top 10. Danny Bright leads this lap in the number 39. Justin Heath is behind him. They're still 3 wide inside the top 10. Yeah, they can go 3 wide here. That usually works. The 4 wide is the breaking point back there. They are 4 wide. Michael Ferris in the 23 to the middle lane. Xavier Sullivan Jr., Trey Rainey down low, William Seaman in it, and they make it work out for now. And we do not have a crash. Justin Heath in the 3 now to the race lead. Justin Zidell in the 13 behind him as they come off of 4. Riley Sprigly and Christian Richardson in a battle. Heath leads, but Zidell is on the bottom lane. Entering turn number 1, he has the position down low. He has the advantage. He'll clear. Riley Sprigly gets to the quarter panel and gets underneath for the race lead. As they come down the backstretch, look at that pack. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 all the way back. Some intense stuff here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Oh, they're crashing into turn 3. Cole Luigi, Luke Rainey, and Marcos Yepez hit the wall hard. And there were the 3 running at the back of the pack. They race back. Spurly Tube gets back in front with 21 laps to go. And look at the pack. They somehow have to slow it down now. Caution is out. Caution number 1 with 21 laps to go at Texas. Sprigly 2 led them back, but 3 trucks towards the back involved. Marcos Yepez is going to be done. Code Luigi and Luke Rainey have heavy damage. Their day is possibly done. As we'll see, do these guys come down pit road as They might not have enough fuel to make it. We'll see. Riley Sprayed if he can get by Christian Parker before pit road. We'll see if they come down pit road now. Christian Richardson wants to get down. Looks like they will stay out, so they think they have enough fuel to make it. I believe everyone's going to be staying out, besides, of course, the trucks that have damage. Tough break for those guys, though, as they were towards the back of the pack. You would have thought that they would have been in the safe back there, but instead they have some pretty heavy damage. So let's see what happened. Caution number 1, Luke Ray, Code Luigi, Marcos Yepez all get some heavy damage from this crash. 4 wide down the straightaway, and it just gets too clear. Jennifer Beefer in the 46 gig and to the right rear of the 7 Marcos Yepez, and it shoots him up to the outside wall. Fenway gets damaged and all that. The 93, then Yepez spins down to Code Luigi, and then Luigi spins up into Luke Rainey, has nowhere to go, and Rainey gets involved, and then Yepez goes up and hits the wall hard. So just unfortunate events right there for Luigi, Yepez, and Luke Rainey and all that. They were at the back. They thought they were in the safe, but instead they were actually not, as they were 4 wide down the back. Beefer and Yepez make contact, and Yepez trying to save the truck, gets into Code Luigi, and the 32 spins around and makes some hard contact with the outside wall. Tough break for Code Luigi. Luke Rainey was third in points coming into this race. He wants to try and salvage whatever he can out of this. Let's go on board the 88 Fox News Chevrolet. And also in that, Jennifer Beefer got some damage along with Landon Fenway. So 3 trucks involved. Marcos Yepez is probably done. Riley Sprayed and the 9 led them back. They all stay on the track. And the 9 truck leads back to the green flag. Coming to take the green flag on lap number 10, 17 laps to go at Texas. Yepez actually isn't out of the race. He just got stuck in the apron, had to get a tow back to pit road. He'll be a lap down from this. We have 35 trucks on the lead, that 36 on the track. Riley Sprayed in the 9 is out front. Christian Parker is second. Christian Richardson is third. Trey Rainey fourth. Justin Zidell fifth. Then Jeff Moses in sixth. Jonathan Rain seventh. Justin Heath eighth. Alex Stewart ninth. Laura Delano rounding out the top 10. So the pace truck is in, as Luke Ray and some others at the back of the pack very damaged. The green flag is back, waving Laura back racing at Texas. Sprayed with a big jump over Christian Parker and Christian Richardson as Richardson bows Parker for the second position. Jeff Moses moves low and Justin Zidell for a spot inside the top 5. Richardson clears the 8 easily. Trey Rainey is going to go for third now as they race their way down the back. See, the 88, the 7, and the 32, I believe, are the ones that are slow. As look at Richardson, he got a big run in the draft. Sprayed Tube was way out there, and Richardson moves to the inside for the race lead, clears right Sprayed Tube. Trey Rainey now up to second, Jeff Moses to third, Jonathan Rains up to fourth, and Alex Stewart will be going for a top 5. Does Trey Rainey make a move here? Keeps behind Richardson for now, but gets a little bit of a run under in turn number 1, moves the 22 up the track, and Trey Rainey is now side by side with Richardson, and the 22 has no help up top. Everyone to the bottom lane with the 18, but now here comes the 1 up top. The 17 will move down low in front of the 39, trying to grab a few positions right there. That could be a third place run if he gets beside the 22 and by him, and he does. Alex Stewart now to third, as Jeff Moses goes for the race lead off of 4. Side by side to the stripe, Trey Rainey by a nose leading that lap, as we are almost halfway through this race. Jeff Moses clears. Here comes Alex Stewart in the 17, now to the bottom for the race lead. Danny Bright in the 39 behind him. Bubba Sir Racer are in a line back there. As they race down the back, Alex Stewart clears. He's your race leader now. Danny Bright in the 39 is behind him, trying to steal it from him. Bright moves to the bottom lane, gets to the corner panel, trying to slow that 17 down, trying to use the side draft effectively. Danny Bright with a big push almost got to the race lead that lap, but Alex Stewart leads the lap. And now Bubba Sir and Racer are lined up. Do they work together? The 39 way up the track. Danny Bright overdrove the corner, and Bubba Sir will get put to the middle by Racer. The 5 to the bottom lane. Has Xavier Sullivan Jr. behind him. Jonathan Buford might make it 3 wide. The 77 truck 3 wide for a second down the bottom lane. Zidell, Cana Ramos second in points is into the top 5 now as they squeeze off a 4-3 wide. Here comes Jonathan Buford in the 77. He'll look to the inside for the race lead on Racer. Still 3 wide back there. Lord Alano is here. Justin Heath inside the top 10. Trey Rainey's got back down to the bottom lane. They race down the back. Jonathan Buford pushed to the race lead. Here comes Justin Zidell in the 13 to the bottom lane. Coming around to see 12 laps to go. Zidell to the bottom lane. Heath with a big run. Does he make it 3 wide? Zidell leads the lap. They're stacked up 3 wide. They might go 4 wide if they're not careful. The 88 and the 7 are the slowest ones on track, and they're in 3 and 4 right now. So let's see if they catch them, or if a caution comes out before they can catch them, because look how they're racing up here. They are 4 wide. Bubba Sur's in the middle of it in the 30. Alex Stewart as well. They make it work for now. Trey Rainey now for the race lead. Lord Delano behind. Delano's going to get forced up high. Maybe no. Justin leads by a nose, and we got 11 laps to go at Texas. Can they hold this for 11 more laps? Lord Delano for the race lead. She's going to get it. Subbing for Keegan Thompson. As Thompson will be coming back. Delano trying to end it out on a high note. And will take the race lead, and is going to try and lead a lap. But Tim Gary in the 10 going to try and keep her from that. Jeff Moses in the 33. Here comes Jonathan Rains as well as Tim Gary moves to the inside as they come down. Wrecking! Jack Ramos second in points! And we got a big one! Truck come flying into the 46 and the 66 go flying in. Greg Lee, Riley Spurley Tube is involved. Code Luigi able to miss it. The 77 and the 88 were far enough back. The caution comes out with 10 laps to go. It's going to set up about a 5 lap to go restart. Tim Gary has the race lead as he laps back to the stripe. Now will they come down pit road is the very interesting question. I don't think they will, as we're going to have about 5 to go when we get the green flag. And I don't think tires are going to matter that much, so we'll have to see what they do here. It looks like they are going to be staying out on track. I didn't see what happened there. I just saw the 2 get spun sideways in front of the pack. It looked like it was going to be big from there, and it was. Let's check out how caution number 2 happened. Jack Ramos second in points with some heavy damage to that number 2 Chevrolet. They just got 4 wide. We talked about how the 4 wide doesn't work, and Canorama up top, Racer in the middle around with Rise Road to and Keith Stevens. Stevens kind of comes up, gets to the 9, gets into the 5 and the 2. There's just no room for that. No one really at fault, just a racing incident, and they all spin in front of the pack. Some hard hits right there. The 39, Danny Bright, nowhere to go. Greg Lee runs in the back of him. Cynthia Bright, Landon Fenway, Dylan Mills, James Ryan gonna get damaged. Alan Bowman pushes him into that. Jennifer Buford comes along and hits hard. Just nowhere to go for these drivers. Look at this in real time. I'm going on board with a few drivers. And look at this from a different camera. It goes well from the spectator cameras. That really caught a lot of it as well. So Seaman, your points leader was actually ahead of this, so he'll gain some points definitely on the 2. Unless, of course, the 2 stays in, the 92 somehow is out before the 2, if like a crash or something happens. With the 92 obviously involved. Look at this from the spectator camera. See right here. Spun around goes the 2 in front of the field. Back half of the field, that is. And it's just on from there. Code Luigi in the 32. Luckily, he did not come in and hit a ton of these guys. Let's go on board the 2 Jack Canorama. See how your second in points was involved. He was really close to taking Michael Ferris out of that too. You saw Colton Yo and some others get away on the bottom lane as they did a great job gassing it away from that. Let's go on board the 57, Cynthia Price. She goes down low towards the pit road. Actually does go on pit road and leaves pit road. And we saw Colton Yo was the last one to get away without damage. We saw that the 23 Michael Ferris was very close to actually being involved, as he almost got clipped by the 2 as the 2 started spinning down the racetrack. So Tim Gary in the 10, leading out the caution flag, and he'll lead us back to the green flag because he's got 5 laps to go when we get that green flag. Can Tim Gary hang on in that Ford? He's one of the only Fords in this race. We'll have to find out once we take the green flag. It'll actually be 6 laps to go when we get the green flag, so just 1 lap longer here in this race. Alan Bowman, Greg Lee, Jennifer Buford, and Racer all out because of that crash. We have 32 trucks on the track, 31 on the lead lap. Some are obviously damaged. Tim Gary in the 10 up front trying to hold off Laura Delano, who's trying to end out her subbing for Keegan Thompson with a bang, trying to get a win. 3rd will be Jeff Moses. 4th, Jonathan Rains, JJ Reed in 5th. Then you got Christian Richardson 6th. William Seaman in your points. They're trying to get a win to easily get into the chase, but once again, extending that points, he could definitely get him into the chase. He's going to restart 7th. Trey Rainey will restart 8th. Bubba Sir 9th. Gustavo Rocha 10th. They got Justin East just outside the top 10 along with Alex Stewart, Griffin Lynn, Justin Zidell, Michael Ferris, Jonathan Buford, Isaac Nichols, Keith Stevens, Christian Parker, Michael Canto, and Colton Yo. About 21 trucks don't have damage. Any one of those 21 trucks has a shot to win. Final restart of the day. Tim Gary with the race lead. Lord Delano in second as they hit the gas. Green flag back, waving, and Gary gets away from Delano and others. But once again, that big lead might not be all good as the draft can really propel these trucks together. You see for 4th, that's JJ Reed going low. William Seaman following him. Seaman into the top 5 as Jeff Moses looks for 2nd down the back. Once again, the draft will propel them all together. Tim Gary in the 10 is being caught rapidly by the 33 Moses. Moses will look to the inside during turn number 3. He had a huge run. He gets underneath the 10. Jeff Moses with the race lead, coming to 5 to go. If the yellow comes out, the race is over. 5 to go at Texas. JJ Reed in the 4, feeling comfortable in second now, but William Seaman in third, your points leader. As JJ Reed looks for the race lead, Seaman tied up the track. He'll fall back as Richardson looks underneath him, but Seaman holds out the 22 for now, but the 30 is now coming to the bottom. As JJ Reed leads at Texas, Seaman does get down in line. He'll go for second, coming to 4 laps to go. It's getting intense. 4 laps left at Texas. They're going 3 wide for the race lead. Entering turn number 1. Bubba Sir has the advantage down low. Seaman to the middle. Reed all the way up top. Bubba Sir will take the race lead, but Trey Rainey behind him going to try and take it. They come down the backstretch. Bubba Sir leading. But Trey Rainey, Gustavo Rocha, we haven't talked about the 31 all day. Up inside the top 5 late. He's to third now as Trey Rainey looks for the race lead. Coming to the stripe. 3 to go now at Texas. And they're once again stacked up 3 wide. Can they make it like this? 3 laps left at Texas. Anyone in this pack has a shot. As Arocha looks to the bottom. Griffin Lynn, the 81-year Daytona winner, down the bottom lane. He's behind the 17, but Jonathan Buford looks low. The 81 gets down in front of him. Arocha trying to clear Rainey in 3 and 4. He does. Gustavo Arocha now up front, but Griffin Lynn behind him, coming to 2 laps to go. 2 laps left at Texas. Who has timed it right? As Griffin Lynn takes the race lead. But Jonathan Buford coming fast. Buford now to the bottom lane. He has Michael Ferris behind him. They're going to be stacked up 4 wide off of 2. Can they make it to the white flag? 4 wide down the back. This could be ugly. This could be the race. Oh, around they go. Hard to the wall. This will be the race back for the win. Ferris to the inside. Buford trying to use the side draft. The 13 pushing the 23. Buford at the stripe wins at Texas. Jonathan Buford wins. Look at the crash. Nichols involved. Canto, Arocha, Alex Stewart. Trey Rainey has damage. The yellow has come out. And the 77 beats Michael Ferris back to the stripe by 100th to win at Texas. And how about there's one more lap? That would have been very exciting. 1 lap. If we would have gotten to that white flag before the caution would have come out, it would have been very, very exciting. But caution comes out in 3 and 4, and Jonathan Buford beats Ferris back by a nose to win at Texas. As we'll look at Buford crossing the strip, then we'll see how this crash started. We saw the 4 wide. We thought they were going to maybe make it, but just could not do it in the corners. They come off of 4. Jonathan Buford will win in the Pennzoil Truck Series. The Ford 250 goes to a Toyota. Jonathan Buford wins at Texas. Ferris second. Zidell, Lynn, Parker, and the rest. What a wild, wild Texas race that was. Let's see how this crash started. Trey Rainey, the 18, one of them involved. He was also one of the first to go around. He actually ends up crossing the line 17th. Look at the truck, though. They got 4 wide. Nichols gets clipped by Alex Stewart, and just on from there. Gets up into Rocha and Rainey. They go hard into the outside wall. Look at that hit hard. 31 goes down the track, and they're going to collect Michael Canto. And then Canto and Rocha spin back up the track. As Alex Stewart also gets involved again. Trey Rainey somehow gets through the middle of that. He ends up gaining a few positions right there as they were racing back. Luckily, these guys don't come flying in and don't get involved. Look at the damage to the 17. Let's look at that in real time. Then I'm on board with Trey Rainey, and we'll look at it from a few different camera angles as well. So 4 wide just was never going to work. Ends up finishing the race under the yellow flag. They would have made it half a lap more. It would have been an exciting finish, but these things happen when you run the risk of finishing the race under yellow. It's going to happen once in a while, and it happened here today. Canto was hard on the gas trying to get by, and they just came down from him. Nothing Canto could really do in that situation. Let's go on board Trey Rainey, the 18, as he saw all this. And we mentioned it's going to be one of the only ways Cameron was going to gain points on William Seaman was for Seaman to be involved in a crash. But somehow the 92 finds his way through this one. And he was on the outside too, right with the crash. And he misses it. What a great job by Seaman to miss that wreck and keep his points lead alive as Jonathan Buford in the 77 gets back to the stripe by a nose to win over Michael Ferris. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results. From the Ford 250 at Texas, there were 3 caution flags for 9 laps and 16 lead changes among 14 different drivers. Jonathan Buford wins the race under yellow flag, but he still wins it. Over Michael Ferris, he had to race Ferris back, and he barely beat him back. Ferris ends up second, Zidell ends up third, Griffin Lynn fourth, and Christian Parker rounding out the top 5. And they got Keith Stevenson sixth, Jeff Moses seventh, Colton Yo eighth, Tim Gary ninth, and Justin Heath rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Laura Delano did a great job subbing for the injured Keegan Thompson, as Delano ends up her final race, I believe, in the 51 in the 11th position. 2 drivers led the most laps, Tim Gary leading 5, finishing 9th, along with Riley Spraytube, who also led 5, ending up 20th. William Seaman, your points leader, ends up 13th. He maintains that points lead, as back down here, you can see below the 20th position, Luke Rainey in 24th, not the day he was hoping for. Jack Canaramo second in points, ends up 27th. He keeps the second in points, though, as of course third in points, Luke Rainey did have some issues as well. As we actually had 29 trucks finish the race running and on the racetrack. Let's now go look at the point standings. 7 races down here, the point standings. William Seaman keeping that points lead by 93 points now over Jack Caramo. In second, Luke Rainey is third. His 2 wins, still has only 2 top 10s. Justin Zidell is fourth, and JJ Reed rounding out the top 5. And they got Griffin Lynn 6th, Trey Rainey 7th, Tim Gary 8th, Alex Stewart 9th, and Dylan Mills rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Jonathan Buford with his win is up to 14th now in the points standings. Cynthia Brice fallen to 20 with her win, but she's still in contention for a chase spot. Remember, 10 drivers get into the chase. We have 6 winners so far in this season. Luke Rainey, Griffin Lynn, Trey Rainey, Jonathan Buford, Cynthia Bright, and we have another one below 20th in points. See, William Seaman 1,000 points exactly on the dot. Odds of that happening, I don't know. As your other winner is Jennifer Buford down here in 30th, so she's outside the cut line as of now. But still, a lot can happen. She gets another win. Who knows? Code Luigi still holds that pole spot. He's held it for a while now. He's 13 points above it over Riley Spraytube, but only 6 behind Xavier Sullivan to try and get out of that point spot. As Laura Delano, we mentioned, it's probably her final race in the 51 for this season. She moves up to 34th in the points. She's ahead of racer Alan Bowman, who have run all 7 races. Keegan Thompson, of course, out of contention to make the chase. If Delano would have stayed in for the rest of the season, she would have had a shot, but I believe with Thompson coming back, if it is official that Thompson's going to come back, I believe that's going to take all chase chances for that 51 team out the window. As we go look at the next race, which will be another 1.5 mile track, Atlanta, for the Pepsi 250. See you guys then.